Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Now, this is a bit of an irregular one. Now, finding dead spaces and having a full fleet around is really rare for me. So, I am going to be taking you all with me into a fleet. Now, this video will cut abruptly all of a sudden, and that is going to be because I have to cut it to keep focus in this fight. Now, I'm just going to show you something. A lot of you haven't ever seen this, so here we go. The Deadspace. Now, as you can see on the top, it says Angel Overseer Deadspace. If you go into your ship list, your ship tree, you will find what you can find in an Overseer Deadspace. Now, overall, these are quite difficult fights, and to go into it, you need to have your strategy down perfectly. Now, the battle cruiser that I'm using right now is my Cyclone, the one that I've been keeping secret so far. Oh, wait, we're going in. Okay, now, because I know how dangerous these things are, immediately the first thing that I'm doing is I am setting myself a jump location straight to one of the planets. Now, overall, what you should know over here is the enemies are going to be brutal. They're going to hit hard, they're going to be fast, and you aren't going to be able to use your standard strategies against them. They're almost as tough as fighting other players in the game. But the thing about fighting this whole mission is going to take hours. So that is one of the reasons why I'm not going to show it. Whoa, okay, this is going to be bad. Come on, get me out. Okay, as you can see, I'm trying to pull my range all the way out to 37 immediately. The reason is quite simple. These ships really pack a punch, and I don't want to end up fighting them on their terms. I want them to fight me as I fight them, instead of having to have to fight them non-stop throughout this entire battle. Well, no, get me away. Now, as you can see, there's just 10 enemies here. But one of the hardest things about them is they really pack a punch. And I don't even know how to say this in a simple way, but taking on these archangels is one of the hardest things to do. Now, from it, there are some of the greatest rewards in the game for anybody. Okay, I see that it is out of range. Nope, it's not out of range. Whew. Okay, and as you can see, they recharge really fast. That's because these little ships... Whoa, okay, here's something bad. These little ships have massive reserves in terms of power. And this isn't the end of it. This is just the first of 3 waves in this battle. If I am correct, it's 3. If I am incorrect, I've jumped into one after somebody has already started it and completed 3 waves solo. Now, the other problem within this whole fight is going to be trying to keep my capacitor up. Now, I know that I have already kind of messed up my strategy on this by draining my capacitor right off the back. If I had come in with a little bit more of a reserved nature and play this a little bit slower, I most probably would do way better against these enemies. Now, considering my distance at the moment, I'm only doing small little hits and I'm not really fighting as a team player right now. I'm trying to get myself safe because I don't want to lose the ship. Now, I am more afraid of the elite ships than any of the other ships here. The reason for it is quite simple. These elite ships pack some heavy weapons, and I've watched them take out half the armor of a ship in a matter of seconds. Okay, now one other thing. Let's go look at the ships. Alright, so here we've got a war point within this mission. Now, having war points within the mission allows you to get away from combat real quick. So, one of the things that you can do is have someone position themselves far out. Now, it may not seem like they're contributing to the fight, but what they are contributing to this whole effort is they are giving you some room to fight. And when it comes to giving you the room to fight, it means you can blast through the enemies really, really rapidly without having to have to face off against the overwhelming numbers. And when they overwhelm you, it's as simple as hitting your warp core stabilizer and warping to one of these guys within a close range. It means that instead of it taking you 5 minutes to get out of the fight, it'll take you something like 2 or 3 seconds, and you don't need something like a 50% capacitor just to be able to fight them efficiently. Now, as you can see, my optimal range is 29, but I always move it further back to 37. Okay. Okay. So the other guys here with me are doing 90% of this damage. I'm using long range and I'm using a slow vessel, so it's nothing near my regular damage, and it's really making me look unbelievably weak in this fight. Uh, can I even close the distance? Not right now, so let me just switch. Okay, now this was actually the outer wave of the Deadspace. And once you get through this, then you simply go to the warp path and you warp down towards the easier section. Okay, I don't have to stress about what's going on here with the whole looting story. I'm open to view from a public point of view, so there's nothing that they can't say against me. As you can see, my hull is empty. I don't have any cargo on me. I'm just running around in the ship. So yeah, I'm safe here. So this is a little bit off the catch. Did you see how quickly those two Archangel ships were? Now that is the catch inside the lower part of this Deadspace. The Archangels inside there are going to be so fast you're not even going to catch them. And using double web of fire only stops them about 40 k's away from you because they are so fast that even in their little trajectory. So what happens when you move this fast is it goes right through and it instantly gets you a solid hit on a ship. Now this is why I keep saying that the smaller ships have the advantage. Bigger ships absolutely can't catch them. So when it comes to trying to defend against the bigger ships, Okay, so this is about the start of the mission. Now, I am jumping off this here because it gets worse. There is a wave where it's almost six elites, and they jump in and out of your range so quickly you're not even going to have a chance to lock onto them. They're just going to skip through this list, come to the front, and jump right to the back because they are moving so fast you can't hit them. Now, a torpedo launcher is the only missile weapon that can hit them from the missiles. If I'm correct, lasers can hit them if you have the right laser, and a different weapon from each one of the different classes has that ability. Now, when it comes to this type of a fight, it is not simple. It is absolutely difficult to keep your composure. Now, in the next few seconds, you're going to see this overview. Let me show you. There should be another jump point here somewhere. There's the warp gate. Now, when you use this warp gate, you get to the real part of the fight. And this part of the fight isn't as simple as you stand here and you take a quick beating. The next part of this fight is taking on a massive fleet. And when we jump into this next part, I'm instantly cutting the video because I know how it goes next run. Normally I fight two waves up here before I jump in. So it looks like someone else did clear two waves here. There was another corp before us, but I don't think they're returning anytime soon. Okay, so that's going to be it from me. We're getting into the heavier combat now. Have a good day, guys.